Right, hello everyone. This is a little special interview we're going to do with my colleague Holly Ruff. My name is Jez Orbell. I work in the marketing team, and Holly is our events and marketing executive. Hello, Holly.
Hello.
Right. Okay. Now, it's interesting times at the moment. Events is a big part of what LINX does, and of course, your role will have actually changed. I just wanted to ask you a few questions about how you've had to adapt to actually do your role at LINX, and we'll just take it there. So I'll just run through a few questions and let us know what you think. So, with people having to work from home during lockdown, how have you had to adapt your routine in the workplace, or not workplace?
I'm kind of an early bird, so before I would wake up early, I'd head into the office, go to the gym, and then start my day how I was. So I've kind of tried to keep to that routine for myself personally, and it's worked out really well. So get up early in the morning, and it actually gives me a couple of hours while people are still snoozing to kind of focus and get the bits that I need to done before all of the meetings start and the conversations start flowing. And that also gives me access to different time zones, so that works really well for me.
So how about communicating with your colleagues and your key contacts? Has that been adversely affected?
I mean, communication is definitely a key part of my role. I work with all internal staff as well as external people. So that's external event managers, external businesses trying to get supplies in for our events, working with hotels and destinations and all sorts of different key communications that I'm involved with. So it's not changed that much, but it's definitely key. Keeping up with colleagues hasn't only been for work, it's been for pure sanity. I mean, we share 5 days in the office, or 6 or 7, depending on if we're at events together. And we share all of this time with our colleagues, and to have that completely taken away is a strange feeling. And I'm very much a communication heavy person. We love to have fun in the office. So we've kind of had to take this all virtual and online now. So we're doing fancy dress meetings, weekly quizzes, and Pictionary on Zoom. It's just...
Yeah, I think it's actually made quite a big difference, actually. Even though you're sort of working from home, we're all pinging away in the background here. I don't know whether you can hear that. But,
communication is key.
Communications never stops. Yes, so that's all been great, and it's the fact that we're all working from home, we've still been able to communicate pretty well. So that's all good.
Not only that, it's not a lot of effort, but it means so much to everyone. So I think that's great. And key contacts, it's really imperative during this time, because no one really knows what's going to happen in the future, where the events industry, where the events sector is going. So it's just keeping up to date with what people are doing, the knowledge sharing, and especially working with different countries. We're due to host DPF in September, so trying to work with Italy of all places is a massive challenge. But yeah, definitely keeping in contact with everyone.
Yeah, okay, that's great. So you spoke about international conferences, and we know how much the members value face-to-face communication. So what is it we're doing to sort of help bring the members together and keep in contact with LINX?
I mean, this is a big challenge for us, but a learning curve also. It's kind of, we've taken it as an opportunity to do the things that we've always wanted to do but haven't had the time to do. So we're hosting training webinars, which have been a massive success with systems and network training. We've moved our member meeting online, and we're doing virtual socials with that, and co-hosting events. And kind of our motto is for the good of the community. So for our training sessions, we've opened that out on our social media so non-members can attend as well. We've had some really interesting figures and numbers come from those sessions for people who have attended. And we've got people coming from Poland, the Philippines, Botswana, attending our events. And it's just fantastic to see the whole community coming together and joining us in our LINX mission.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, in the picture behind me, that we've I've got an old picture of a LINX meeting that we had in Manchester.
Oh, the days.
Yes, yeah, those are the days. So tell us a little bit about LINX 109. How did that event pan out, and how was the format decided for that particular event?
So we kind of foresaw this coming when we all went into, or when the UK went into lockdown. We didn't quite think May was suitable for us leaving. We're both based in Peterborough. We wouldn't leave Peterborough, let alone travel to Manchester, and expect all of our members to travel there too, especially if they were coming from abroad. So we kind of had made that decision quite early on and had time to plan it out. So luckily we've used Zoom client in the past, so had a bit of an understanding on how to use it, which has been really beneficial. We've moved to Zoom webinar. So we had, instead of our 2-day normal meeting, we condensed it into 2 hours with LINX sessions only, updating members on traffic and public affairs and technology and finance. And we also had our AGM within that. Now, that was the tricky bit. Obviously, no one is prepared for a nationwide pandemic. So there was nothing to say in the rule book kind of what you do in this situation. So it was a lot of fact finding and making sure we stay within the rules and regulations. And that went well. And it wouldn't be a LINX meeting without a social. So we had a virtual social with the DJs in tech, where they played a 2-hour session, a 2-hour set for us. And the community all joined in together. We were chatting on there. It was just a fantastic event. It made us all wish we were on holiday somewhere with a beverage of choice.
Yeah, I mean, it worked very well, the DJs in tech session, because what was nice was we'd had the technical discussions and the panel sessions talking about coronavirus and how different organisations had coped. But then, because we know how important that the networking side of it is, having a way where people can have a conversation while listening to some music, that was a nice actual added extra to the day. So that was great as well. Yeah, so we've seen there's been a large increase in the number of online events. I mean, do you see this way of working changing your role, changing the industry, in fact, in the future? Are we going to see more of this even after lockdown?
Yeah, well, at first, when the event started to get cancelled, like the first one went, and I was like, oh, great, yeah. So I can tick that off my to-do list, and it's kind of gradually reducing. And then the more and more things were getting cancelled or postponed, it was a bit of an eye-opener to go, oh God, this is my industry, this is my job, what's going to happen? But I think we've all adapted so well to this, and we've been so lucky, because unfortunately a lot of people have been very unlucky in this certain circumstance. So we are very blessed to be in this position. But now, because it's working so well, I think, especially until the end of 2020, this is going to be the new normal for us. I think we'll keep our in-person member meetings, just because the face-to-face, the networking is very beneficial for what we do and for the internet community. So I don't see them disappearing, but maybe a update or a virtual update if we have any big projects coming along, so we don't have to wait until the next member meeting. We can get it out there, and we can get the community involved more. So I see that going forward. And maybe extending our training sessions. So normally they're in-person training and smaller groups, which is fab, because people can network together and kind of really get into the nitty-gritty of the training. So we'd still hold a few of them, but maybe also make them virtual so people across the globe can attend, and it's cost effective.
Yeah, okay. I think that's great. I think that's given a real insight into how the community's had to adapt, and it's not just affected just one small company here. It's affected many of us, many of our members all across the world, and we've found ways of actually to continue as much as possible as normal. And so I think the future's good. I think we're in a strong position. So Holly, thank you very much indeed.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to see where the future takes us.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks again. Speak to you soon.
Thank you.